now. Turn those notifications on. Follow us. Keep up with us. It's the A Squared Podcast. Keep it locked. A Squared Podcast. I am DJ Aaron with my brother from another, Mr. Cornbread.
Hey, man, I'm getting right into it, bro.
You diving right into it. Let's go.
A Michigan man who beat the odds to win the Mega Million lottery has been forced to split his earnings with his ex-wife amidst their divorce. Richard Zalowsko was thrilled to learn that he won the $80 million jackpot back in 2013. That was until an arbitrator told him that he had to split half of his winnings with his ex-wife because they've been split up for 2 years, but the divorce wasn't final, blood.
I'm like, hold on. So
80 million of them tings, they were separated for 2 years, and he won the lottery, and he got to pay her half, bro. These your people, bro.
We got to go to court for this, bro.
These your people, bro.
We got to go. We in court for this. I'm not. No, I mean, how much did I love her, bro?
40 million's worth, man, and y'all was getting a divorce anyway.
I don't love my current wife for $40 million
for 2 years. It ain't like like you just moved out.
You didn't hear me. I don't love my current wife for $40
million. I'm
million.
Saving your marriage, so let's go past that.
$40 million?
He owes her $40 million, bro.
So me and her, we got to have a conversation because I would hate for her to, come up missing.
Yeah, bro.
Over that bread, bro. And that's where I would start. I say, so where are we at? Because
that's what I'm like. Dang, man, only one scratch off, $20. It's crazy.
Hold on, wait. But now he has to tell her because in the divorce and everything, I'm sure the taxes, you're separating things.
Yeah, look, I ain't never won, so I don't know the rules. So I'm gonna act like I don't know the rules, and I'm gonna say, man, I won $20 on the scratch off, man.
Hey,
it's crazy.
What did Eddie Murphy say, man? You think half of that ain't nothing? You still got $40 million left, but half of $1 is 50 cents. That's a big difference.
Cents. That's a big difference.
That's a huge difference. You did.
Yeah, they got me riled up. They got me riled up already. Doug.
So why don't we start right there, then, bro? What are your thoughts on the agreement when you sign that paper? Because that's all it really is. You know what I'm saying? Like it's an agreement. Because if you live with a person for X amount of time, they can't just kick you out. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, there's laws with that. Yeah, there's laws even if you're not married.
That's
what somebody they can't just evict you.
Excuse me, that's what I meant. So yeah, if you're just dating somebody, they can't just put you out once you're there for a certain amount of time. That's
legally you got like 30 days.
Exactly. So when you're married, you're signing a contract.
Right.
So what are your thoughts on the financial provider, if you will, if you want to say like a financial provider, and it's a team thing anyway.
Well, so there's more context to it too. So they had 3 kids together. It doesn't say how old the kids are. So my main concern is it's not the kids. It's not that they were married. It's not even that they were getting divorced. It's they were separated for 2 years because the divorce took so long. Right. So in my head, they're already like, she probably was in another relationship or whatever, and he probably was too. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like the kids were still shocked. It's been 2 years, bro.
That's 2 years, yeah.
So that's the problem that I have. It ain't like, oh man, he messed with some side chick and now she won a divorce, like kind of like the Jeff Bezos thing. You know what I'm saying? Like he screwed up. There was no screw up. This was just hey, we wash our hands, separation, cool. It ain't our fault the court's taking 2 years. Yeah. I just happened to win the lottery. But you would have to, answer that. You the one that's married, man. You would have to, answer how you feel about that.
I mean, for me, I'm a different type of dude. So like hey, let's just fix what we gotta fix and get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? Just like if there's a bill due or whatever's due, let's find a way to fix it and get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? So if I hit the lottery for that amount of money, yes, I would be pissed off. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I would think it's not fair. Yes, I would try to have a communication with the person and a mediator and lawyers to try to iron out what we got to iron out. But what I'm not going to do is keep going to war over stuff for years and dragging it out and then give away money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're giving away money to lawyers and court fees and all this extra stuff. So for me, I'm going to try to have a civil conversation, try to make it work. But hey, man, if I got to chop this up for the losses, especially if I have a kid with the person.
Yeah, man. 40.
I'm not going to keep going back and forth with nobody. I'd rather just wash my hands of you. And if you're going to keep going to war with me, that means you really don't give a damn anyway. You know what I'm saying?
That's why they getting divorced.
That's the reason why they getting
divorced, bro. That's exactly why.
Exactly. So, hey, good luck to him.
Hey, Michigan got him, boy.
Hey, but he gonna live good. He'll be all
right. Hey, but this the A Squared podcast. That's how we start off,
this
bro.
The A Squared podcast. That's how we start.
Man. Tell me how your week been, man.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Low key, bro. To be honest with you, I gotta I wanted to move around a little bit this week, but I got stuck doing a lot of paperwork and invoices. So a lot of boring. This has been over since our last show, and we dropped that on Wednesday. It's been slow for me, to be honest with you, and I'm okay. I'm okay with that because it gave me time to write down a lot of goals that I want to do and accomplish over the next 10 years. So,
did you make a 3-step goal, like next year, 5 years, 10 years?
Absolutely. Okay. Actually, I started off with quarterly goals for business.
Nice.
And then I started off with my personal self, not just with me DJing, but just as a man and as what's the next thing. And I think I found it. I don't think I know. And I'm not gonna say nothing now, but it's something that I wanted to do, but thought that it was impossible to do.
Oh, skydive?
No, that's not impossible to do. That's not impossible to do. But once I do it, boy.
Yeah.
But no, just thinking of something that some things in life you think is impossible. You know what I'm saying? You see things on TV or you read about things and you think it's impossible for you to do, but something in me woke me up like really late at night. I want to say on what night was that? Maybe I think it was like Friday night. So going into Saturday morning, something just told me something said why not? And then all these ideas just started coming into my head and I woke myself up and I started writing them in my notes. You know what I'm saying? Like writing everything down. And that's kind of where it started, man. And then Saturday I stayed in my notes and I kept writing stuff down. And then Sunday I woke up in the morning. You called me. I was making breakfast for the fam. I was doing that, and I was doing that late start. And the reason why it was late start is because I was writing goals down early in the morning. So
my fault. I ain't.
No, you good.
I was gonna have you talk. Dig deeper into what you're saying. So, we in our 30s, man. So what did you have that why not me and then you lost it?
No.
Or did you never have it and now you have it?
I never had it. And it just happened.
And why do you think that is? So why do you think that is? What was my question?
I feel like the wisdom starts coming. It's like in today's age, you're seeing people that are teenagers doing stuff that it took many, many, many years and schooling and connections and, you know what I'm saying, being in the right circles of people that are doing certain things. It took them years to do that it's taking somebody 16 years old to do in 6 seconds.
Can you give an example?
For example, how long did it take Martin Lawrence to get on? You understand the sacrifices that it took for Martin Lawrence to be able to host Def Comedy Jam?
It's true.
And now you got Ha Davis. You got DC Young Fly. You got all these Instagram people who took advantage of the tools, you know what I'm saying, that they have in front of them. and they just started doing it. Right. And I started thinking to myself, well, I want to do this. I've always liked this, but I thought that it was impossible to do. I don't live in California. You know what I'm saying? I don't live in, you know what I'm saying, Atlanta at the moment. I don't live, you know what I'm saying, in the huge Chicago, New York, big markets. But do you really have to live there to do certain things nowadays? You can utilize the internet. You know what I'm saying? So the same mentality I had to start the radio station is the same mentality I have right now to take the next step into what I want to do.
No, I respect it. Do you think it has to do with let's say older people that are around you? So let's say older people around you had that mentality and you were around them at 16 to 21. You think that would have gave you more confidence to do that because you see it or you hear it or you even know that you even have the backing?
Absolutely. But I didn't.
Right. And to me, that's the bigger picture of kind of how that people are missing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it sucks because if you're not around those positive people, if you're only seeing negativity, or all you know is, all right, well, I just won't do that, you know, but you don't know how to get out of those situations. That's the part that sucks, man. And that, you know, that guidance is real pivotal, man.
Absolutely. So it's just like, remember when we talked about it, when I went up and I was around some family members who were they were successful in their fields.
Right.
So that motivated me. That whole week I came home a different guy. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm thinking so far ahead, and I'm saying, why not? Why can't I do this? What are the reasons why I can't do it? Okay, I can't do it because of this. I can't do it because of this. Okay, so let's make those things go away. You know what I'm saying? Let's make those things go away. Now the only thing that would be stopping you is you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm getting rid of that mentality. Just the whole thing of even eliminating a word. I have really been trying to eliminate a word, and that word is trying. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to try to do anything. I'm just going to do it or not do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, if I have a goal of something that I want to do, I'm not going to say, well, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that. No, I'm just going to say, this is the goal. Here are the steps. Here's what I need to do to accomplish the goal, and go and do it. If I don't do it, then that's just it. I didn't do it. So even that, making that goal to stop using the word trying, I take that totally out of my vocabulary.
And that's good that you see that in yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's being honest with yourself, knowing what your flaws are, and saying, okay, well, what's the best way to beat those flaws or minimize them? You know what I'm saying? Minimize them. So, no, that's what's up. I really didn't have that stigma in me, just because, you know me, man, whatever I want to do, I'm going to do it. And that's, you know, it's a good and bad thing, because now my son has the exact same thing with even swimming. I instilled in him that, no, you can do whatever you want to do. Now he, you know, took him some swimming classes. Now you think he can swim in the ocean. Like, bro, no, you cannot. You know, you got to get back here, bro. You know, he only 5, but it's that confidence, you know. So I always had that confidence, but it's even with that confidence, you still need to have those people. Don't have the yes men around you, or don't be the smartest man at the table or woman. You know, you always want to feel like you're learning something.
Right.
So, you know, I always had that, hey, I'm going to do what I want, and I want to bring everybody with me. But if you're not, I'm still going to go. But then having those people around you who think different, when you be like, man, I'm going left, and somebody say they're going right, somebody say they're going straight. You're like, oh, man, so why? You know, pick their brains on why they do that, how they think.
Right.
Even taking the leap of faith, like, all right, I'll go straight this time. Let me see what straight look like. You know what I'm saying? So, no,
and I know 100%. 100% that if you say you're gonna do something and you gonna do it, you're gonna do it. I know you're gonna do it, and you will leave your mom at the airport.
Hey, these is facts.
You will leave your mom at the airport, and you don't care.
Yeah. One episode we're gonna do pet peeves.
Oh yeah.
One episode we should do pet peeves, and one of mine, which I'll be a spoiler alert. One of my pet peeves is pump fakers, bro.
Oh God.
Like So you said you really don't like the word trying. To me, I'll accept trying because hopefully you're not lying and say you're not trying. You know what I'm saying? So I'll take trying, but then trying means there's things in the way stopping you from completing it.
Okay.
I'd rather take that than somebody just saying, yeah, I'm going to do it. And then a year later, yeah, I'm going to do it. Then another year, yeah, I'm going to do it.
It's the same
That's
thing.
the people that I don't like. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, man, for sure. What you have going on this week, man?
Man, a couple bad things happen, man. And so first off, man, our last episode we talked about me skydiving. A couple days later, did you hear that there was some skydivers in Hawaii and the plane crashed, man?
Oh
and
yeah,
11 died.
I sent it to you.
And 11 died,
I
man.
sent it, all 11 passed everybody.
It's like as soon as it took off, it landed immediately.
You know what?
Crashed.
As I'm looking at it right now, I did not send it to you. I saved it because when I saw it, it was at 3 a.m. and I didn't want to send it to you.
Yeah, man, I saw it on the news and it messed me up. And then everybody, that I work with, they was like,
they sending you messages, right?
They thought of me. They was like, yeah, that's why you shouldn't be skydiving. One of my guys was like, man, why didn't they jump? I'm like, oh my god, bro.
That is a damn good question. Not really.
It is, but it's not.
But not really though, because if you think about it, like the plane could be swirling or anything.
Yeah,
like it could be, spinning out of control. Like you can't just, just jump out.
Yeah, I don't know how like I said, we dove at 14,000 feet. I don't know how high you got to be for that parachute to even catch on. If you only at 1,000 feet, by the time you deploy the parachute, you already there.
Right.
So I don't know. So that messed me up. And then, man, I saw a car wreck, man, including with a motorcycle, bro. So it was messing me up, bro. Like I was swerving out of the way. This dude fell off a Harley. His body was rolling to the right of me in another lane, and his motorcycle rolled into my lane. So I had to swerve out. Like the Harley was sparking and it caught on fire. Like it was crazy, man.
So what was the story with that? Did you?
So it's hard
to.
Yeah, so I'll try to explain it the best way without obviously visually showing it. So, in Atlanta, you got 6-7 lanes, right?
Right.
So in the third lane, you have a regular car, kind of like my Toyota Corolla, a regular car. Behind him is a F-150, a big truck.
That's a big truck, yeah.
And then behind that car is the motorcycle. All right. So it's 3 cars in that lane. You got the, let's say the Toyota Corolla, F-150, then the motorcycle, right? In lane 3. To the left of that is lane 4. I'm in lane 4, about 2 car lengths behind them. Mm-hmm. All right. You got the picture so far?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. So the Harley Davidson motorcycle guy is looking to change into lane 4, my lane. So he looks to his left and looks at my car, see how far I am so he can switch lanes. As he's looking at my car, the Toyota Corolla immediately stops. And then obviously that forces the F-150 to immediately stop, correct?
Right.
So the motorcyclist is looking at my car while all this is happening. When he turns around, he has like a split second to figure out that, hey, I'm about to crash into this F-150. So he tries to put on his brakes and the motorcycle just, wobbles.
Right.
He falls off, bro. And we're going like 70, 80.
Yeah.
This is in Atlanta traffic. He is rolling into the second lane, bro.
Oh my God.
So I'm looking at him like, I hope nobody hits this dude. And as I'm looking at him, the Harley Davidson is headed to the 4th lane where I'm at. And I'm like, damn, bro, I can't stop because I don't have enough time. It's like it happened so quick. I don't have enough time to look behind me in my rear view to see if somebody's behind me so I can stop. So I swerve into the 3rd lane where they were because his body ain't there no more, or the motorcycle. And then I swerve back into the 4th lane. Messed me up, bro.
Wow.
So I checked later that night, and they said that motorcycle accidents are at an all-time high, and just be careful. Which obviously I'm gonna say that too to our motorcyclists out there, be careful. But it didn't say if he died or not, so I hope not, man.
So the crazy part about that is, just a little while ago, I was going to Chicago, and this guy was just riding his bike. This is 5 o'clock traffic in this is 5 o'clock traffic in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? And 5 o'clock in Chicago, obviously, it's not Atlanta, but it's still a big city. So this guy is just weaving in and out of the traffic, and he's going at least 30 to 40 miles an hour faster than everybody else. So he has to be going like 90. Right. You know what I'm saying? And it just makes me think, like, what makes a biker think that they could just weave in and out? You know what I'm saying? I know they're smaller, but like, what would make somebody? Because I don't feel like I would do that.
Impatient.
Well, where you got to go?
Well, I mean,
you got to go.
Well, we talked about people with airplanes. They impatient and they gonna sit in a metal box for 3 hours.
You just said it, dude.
They impatient to not move. So, you know.
Well, hopefully dude survived. Man, people take life for granted every day, man.
Yeah, they do, man.
And it's one thing to do what you did, which was skydiving. You're with a professional person that does that, and you know this is the thrill. It's another thing to disobey the rules of the road.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
But this was just a bad timing,
that's just a freak accident.
It's he was checking his blind spot to switch lanes, and as he does that, I don't know why that regular car just stopped. I couldn't see in front of that.
Right.
You know, because I'm looking at him, look at me, you know, so he can switch lanes. So I don't speed up, you know, mess him up. And I'm looking and I said, oh no, because those cars just start stopping. Like, you know, it's like slam on your brake type of stopping.
Right.
It was bad, bro.
Wow. Man.
But
that's tough, man. Hopefully he's up, man. Hopefully he's good.
Yeah. Hope so, man.
Yeah, for sure. It's the A Squared podcast. Please, guys, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And also click that, turn those notifications on so that you guys can receive and know that you got the new episode as soon as it comes out, man. We definitely want to tell you guys that we appreciate all the love that you guys have given us. And we also really appreciate the people that's critiquing us, you know, letting us know like, hey, you know, switch this, change this. What do you guys think about adding this? Please be sure, you know, shoot us an email, let us know what we can do, you know what I'm saying? Because we're fresh, but it's gonna be a lot of information and content on this podcast.
And congratulations, bro. We on iTunes, bro.
Hey, we on iTunes and Google Music. Shout out to Google.
Google Music now?
We on Google, baby.
Oh, hold on. Let me subscribe right now, bro. I didn't even know that. Right?
We on Google. And
on Google too?
we are currently awaiting Spotify. Apparently, from what I'm getting, it said that we were already on Spotify, which was weird because obviously we're not. And apparently, it was another company or podcaster or somebody that never ended up starting.
Really?
Yeah. So they never ended up starting. They never ended up with anything. So they have to remove that name because they have no episodes, no nothing. It's just a name.
Well, we got trademarks.
They got no photo, no nothing. So Spotify has to remove that one and add us. So we waiting on that, but we definitely on Google and we definitely on iTunes as well. So please, guys, subscribe and turn those notifications on for us, man. It is,
man. Jump on the bandwagon, baby.
Yes, sir.
We about to start cooking, man.
It's a lot going on, man. One alert I got on is my guy Woj, the insider for the NBA. I'm just waiting on. Hey, I don't even have to update no more because as soon as he posts something on IG, I'm gonna get it. I need to know what my man's is doing because I got a good look. Let me use my Chris Broussard right now. Sources say Kawhi is on the way.
Kawhi is on the way.
He's on the way, bro. That's what they say. So you know,
for the listeners out there, tell them what you're talking about. What's going on, man? What happened last night, man?
Man, the NBA is going crazy right now, and unlike some of the older people, I love it. We talking about free agencies, trades, the shift of the NBA. I love it, man. at first I was totally against all this stuff, but the balance in the NBA, I can say this, I feel like this is the best shape the NBA has been in years. Like many, many, many years, man. I love it. I love what's happening right now. Lots of trades, lots of the big one, KD.
So do your winners. So tell me your winners, man. Who you think, so far who's winning in their trade?
Well, Brooklyn is winning.
Brooklyn Nets.
The Nets are winning. And
why?
I'll tell you why. Number one, they're the baby brother to the big brother, which is the Knicks. Regardless of what you want to say, it's still Madison Square Garden. And I know that we have to stop saying that and stop saying, you know what I'm saying, that's the old news. No, I mean, it's still the most famous arena in basketball. You know what I'm saying? It's still the same. And the Knicks are a storied franchise. Mm-hmm. So the fact that the Knicks have been trying for years to land a superstar, and the Nets went through and did what they had to do. They put together an arena that's dope. Amazing arena. I've been there. Amazing arena. They got rid of bad contracts. Players retired. They completely cleaned house, went fresh, and in a 5-year period, they have now 2 of the top, what you want to say, 5 to 8 players in the league, and Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. And even though Kevin Durant is going to sit out this season, the fact that they put all the chips on the table and said, listen, we're going to offer you the house. Oh, and they chose to come to the Nets over the Knicks, and the Knicks didn't offer nothing, by the way.
Right.
So the fact that happened, the shift is there. I'm not saying that they're gonna outdo the Knicks, but the interest in the Nets it's amazing what they've done in 5 years. I haven't never seen it. I've never seen an organization do that.
Well, Boston Celtics kind of did that.
That's unfair though, because there's no other Boston.
Yeah, that's true.
You see what I'm saying?
That is true.
You're taking it would be like it would literally the only reason why it can't be the Lakers and the Clippers is because the Lakers are only 9 years removed from back-to-back championships, and they have 16, and the Clippers have none. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only reason why they would have to prove it. You know, you still got to go through the proof.
Right.
But the fact that the Nets were able to land these 2 superstars within 20 minutes from their rival, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Is amazing.
They're going to have to
it's amazing.
Yeah, so they'll be full going 2 years. I don't think KD's going to play this year. So,
no. Two years. We'll see.
So we'll see how good that move is in 2 years, definitely.
And you also got to give it.
Winner,
and you also got to give it. I don't mean to interrupt you, but you also got to give it another year. I would say, because you got to think KD will come back next year, and then it's going to take him some time, and we have to be not so critical as soon as he gets on the court, because he's going to have to get on the court, get himself back together, going against the world's best athletes, and then compete. So you could be looking at a 2 to 3 year turn, but the fact that they were able to land the players is amazing.
Yeah, I think another winner, was the 76ers. They're, obviously they lost Jimmy Butler, which, he was a key piece for them for offense and defense. But they picked up, Al Horford, number 1. That helps them out with Joel Embiid always being wishy-washy, being hurt or sick, or I don't know what's wrong with him. But when they do play, them 2 are 7-footers, bro. Like, that's 2 7-footers.
Yeah.
And
experience,
yeah. Tobias Harris, they signed him for a crazy deal,
$190.
I'm not too big on, he's not a killer offensive player like that. I think he's needed, but he's not a killer player like that. But they kept most of their people. So I think that was a pretty good thing in free agency.
Winners. I really think that again, the 76ers, they did a good job. I think that the Warriors did what they had to do. I think the Warriors are a winner because they lost a mega superstar, but at least their upper management was able to finagle a deal that was able to land them a Eastern All-Star, which D'Angelo Russell is. At minimum, they got something out of the deal. Typically, when there is when you lose a star, you lose a player, you get nothing. So the fact that they were able to do a sign and trade and get something, which is an all-star player, I think they won as well.
And see, that's funny because they were one of my losers. That's funny.
Well, they lost.
I can give my reasons why.
It's a wash.
Yeah, so
you're getting a rental. You're getting a
right.
rental.
So I think number one, you lost Kevin Durant.
Right.
So that's number one.
Right.
Number two, you lost Iguodala, who's been there when you won those 3 rings and defensively,
Absolutely.
and he was one of the most consistent, other than Clay, consistent players that you had.
Absolutely.
Number 3, you picked up, another point guard, or he's a 2, him and Curry can switch out. But it's kind of like it's putting a Band-Aid over like something that needs stitches just because Klay Thompson's not going to be there for almost the whole year. Mm-hmm. So when he comes back, I don't know how them 3 would play out. That's more of a, question mark for me. Right. And then number 4, you didn't even get a big man, which that's always been like the Achilles heel, man. Like I wish that, which would have been a great move if they would have got Al Horford.
That would have been good. That would have been amazing.
I think if the Warriors would have got Al Horford, that would have helped out, number 1, Clay and Green. And when Clay come back, they would have been straight.
That's true.
And you can try to finagle, try to finagle it. But they still don't have a big man. Green is their big man, bro.
I agree. I mean, I agree with that. The only reason why I say that is because to me they saved face. They saved face. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, they did lose one of the top 2 best players, top 3. You know what I'm saying? You can argue up and down who's top 1, 2, and 3. They lost that guy, but my thing is at least they got something. Yes, you lost Iguodala, but he's 35 years old. And unfortunately, I say this all the time. I say it's always the fans that talk about loyalty, but the ownerships, you know what I'm saying? They don't have that same loyal, towards the players.
Well, he was snitching, so they had to get rid of him.
They say that has nothing to do with it. Let them tell it.
Yeah, all right.
Has nothing to do with it.
Just like the Pelicans magically got the first pick. You're right.
You know what it is, but
you know what it is.
Iggy's on the way.
Iggy's already there. He landed. He didn't even know he was landing. Like he got on a plane and they was like, yeah, we're gonna drop you off here.
The buyout is in play, and the Lakers are happening, bro. He's coming.
Yeah, so I think so obviously the Lakers would be a great winner if they can get Kawhi. If they don't, though, do you still feel like they're winners?
Yes, and I'll tell you why. Because they had the best offseason period already. And
just by getting player.
Yes, because number one, out of all this stuff that's been happening with the Los Angeles Lakers, Magic leaving, saying Rob Pelinka's this, that, and the third, Genie having these, who's in control? Nobody wants to play with LeBron. Is LeBron just there to win championships, or is he trying to win, or is he there for movies? All this stuff that's going around. Now you see we got one of the top best players in the league. All you got to do, even if you don't get Kawhi, you fill the rosters up with people that can play. That's decent, and you still have LeBron, and you have AD. So at minimum, you got 2 of the best players in the league. You're winning. But now, the only bad thing about this is this part right here. I'll tell you. The fact that they're waiting on Kawhi to make this decision hurts because you're waiting on him while missing on other key parts.
And that's why I would put them as, they could be a loser, losing situation.
But you have to think from an owner's perspective, from a GM's perspective. You can't not wait. if somebody is considering you that is that good, that talented, and you know you have a legit chance at getting him, you can't put any pressure on him. You can't. It ain't like you can go to him and say, "Hey, I need you to make a choice by Monday." You can't do that.
Yeah, so I think like you said, like the Lakers are in a good situation where we want you, but we don't need you.
Right.
I think the team that's in the worst situation where I got them as a loser is Toronto. Toronto did nothing.
They can't.
But it's like they ain't even. I guess so. If I'm Toronto, and I got this mega star who's about to, he might leave. I might go to him. Hey, who you want? Who should we go out there to get? You know what I'm saying?
They haven't had a chance. They haven't had a meeting with him.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, but they could have planned this months ago.
He's not,
hey, who you want? These are some free agencies.
Not going for that. You knew he was going to opt out. I mean, you knew he was going to take this chance. I'm sure that there's been conversations.
But like you could have got Jimmy Butler to replace him. You know what I'm saying? At least like you just said with the Warriors, they have to find somebody to replace him. And it's like they ain't even doing nothing.
So here's
all these players are gone.
Here's one thing. Number one, the only reason why the 76ers re-signed Tobias Harris is because they knew 100% that Jimmy Butler is not going to be there.
Right.
So Kawhi doesn't have that. He didn't say, or we don't know anything. So you can't go out and give or holler at Jimmy Butler and be like, hey, we want to give you, the max deal over here, because then you can't max Kawhi. So it's like you're in a rock and a hard. Some franchises just have it like that. You're in a rock and a hard space. You can't, commit that amount of money. You know what I'm saying, to another player. You have to wait. And the fact that the Clippers, you obviously see the only person that they re-signed was Patrick Beverley, because they got the money to do so. They know they're not getting Jimmy Butler now. They know they're not getting Kevin Durant. They know they're not getting Kyrie. So they can sign Patrick Beverley and re-sign him. They cannot, they're good to do that and still have the money to sign Kawhi. But these other teams, they're not in that position. So it sucks, but you gotta wait it out. I think the Lakers are gonna. It's gonna be weird because it's like, how do you play LeBron, Kawhi together, and who's gonna be the leader of the team? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's always one person that leads the team, right? But like, it's gonna be weird. But I really truly believe that Kawhi signs with the Lakers by Wednesday, or he takes a weird contract with the Raptors for like a 2-1 player option and possibly be able to, opt out.
Right.
And stay. But I will say this before we switch subjects. It's a lot of stuff I didn't know about Toronto, Canada, and things like that. And several people touched on it today. And one of it was the travel and living, those two things.
Like the customs and stuff, or what?
Going through customs every single time that you leave out and you come in can be really exhausting to people, especially if you're a superstar. That's number one. And then number two, in order to do anything in Canada, if you live there, if you live there at all, you have to have a bank account from Canada to transfer funds and to utilize. So those are things that, from my understanding, are difficult for players who have played for Toronto.
The only positive I see out of that is your money goes a little bit further than Canadian money. So let's say like American dollar, you'll get like, if you take that American dollar to Canada, you'll probably get like $1.10 or something. You know what I'm saying? So it's very minimal, but magnetized that by millions.
Right.
Obviously, that shit adds up. So
which is why Drake is able to buy that $1 billion house.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So that's the only, I guess, positive there. But then again, the taxes are probably different too, though. So it might offset that.
Well, my alerts is on, man. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see, man.
We'll see what happens.
I'm sure we'll talk about it again. See where
he's the only player that's left. That's obviously that's a superstar. And we'll see, man. But those are the winners, losers. Let's see if I got one more. Let me get one more in.
Yeah. Harrison Barnes got 4 years, $85 million.
He re-signed with the Kings.
Yeah, he's a bank robber.
He's a bank robber. Stop it. I say Miami is a loser.
Yeah, bro. Like, why would you get Jimmy? I would say Jimmy Butler's a loser, bro. What is he doing, bro?
He don't know what he's doing. Listen.
Oh my god.
So I would say they're a loser, not just because they got Jimmy, but like I'm okay with Jimmy going there. You know, he a dog. He can play, but like the build of the team, you know what I'm saying, is just weird. It's weird, and they just traded Whiteside.
Whiteside, yeah.
So they get rid of him. And a winner in the trade to me is the Blazers. You lost out on Cantor, which Cantor had a great season, a good season. But Hassan Whiteside is a great defensive player. So you still got I can't never say it, Nurkic.
Yeah, I think it's Nurkic.
He's coming back from injury. You know what I mean? So it's interesting, man. It's a lot of shakeups in the NBA. The Pacers won, in my opinion.
Yeah. Agner
Brogdon added him.
The Knicks didn't win.
The Knicks added Wayne Ellington. Oh my God, he's gonna change the whole culture of the team. Wayne Ellington.
What about Julius Randle, bro?
Hey, Juju's dope. I like Juju, bro. I like Juju.
What about Taj Gibson?
Hey, the Taj Gibson. But when they told me today that Wayne Ellington, I will tell you this before we switch subjects. Listen real quick. This is the first day in many, many, many years I turned First Take on to watch from beginning to the end. Stephen A. Smith was sick from the beginning to the end. Like, I've never seen him so humbled in his life, bro. In all of him being on TV.
Yeah, man.
Wayne Ellington has signed with the New York Knicks.
That's bad, bro.
So that's bad. What else is going on, man? What else? We got movies that came out. We got movie trailers that came out. It's the A Squared podcast.
Hey.
Please make sure you guys subscribe to the podcast. My brother, please tell me that you did not. Just tell me you did not go and see Chucky. Tell me you did not go see Chucky.
Man. I see everything. I'm like an owl, bro.
You saw
Head
Chucky?
on the swivel.
You saw Chucky?
Head on the swivel, bro.
Oh.
I see everything, and that's good. Hey, ain't no movie safe.
No movie
I'm here to report
is safe.
it. That's my job. That's like
review.
That's like the weather people. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna tell you about the weather. It's a tornado coming, and it's right behind me. Like, why are you out there, bro? Like, I don't get that, bro. Like,
I'm afraid to ask you. I'm afraid to ask you. I can't do it. I'm afraid to ask you your review.
Man, hey, actually, we'll go into it, bro. We'll go into it.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Cornbread review, man. You
Cornbread
know what I'm saying?
review.
I got Child's Play, man. Chucky, got to do it.
And
for my Marvel heads, which is you, yes. I don't want to hear no excuses. Next podcast, I'm doing Spider-Man. It comes out.
Oh, no doubt.
July 2nd. I don't want to hear no excuses. I pulled my hamstring.
No. I'm in there for that. Sleeping. I'm not in there for any more X-Men movies.
So spoiler alert ahead of time.
All right.
The next show will be Spider-Man Cornbread review. So Child's Play, man. It wasn't as bad as maybe as you think. They had a little hidden message that I'm gonna touch on, man. And when I get to storytelling, that I actually liked. So acting, first category, acting, 2.5 out of 5. There's some new characters. It wasn't, child actors, which they're good because they did the role, but it's, you don't know how wide their range is. They don't give them, that far of a range to act. And it's kind of like, a mini horror movie. So wasn't bad. Cinematography, 2.5 out of 5. It wasn't bad. Some of it, it takes place kind of in the future, so it's kind of like some AI. That's what Chucky is. So it wasn't bad, but the budget wasn't too crazy either. All right, so storytelling, I gave it a 4 out of 5, and I'm gonna tell you why. So Chucky, obviously, if you guys watch the Chucky franchise and stuff, you know, it was like a demon, basically, you know, into the doll. So it's like a person that was put into the doll, and you know, he said his little like voodoo stuff, and he would, you know, kill people, right?
Right.
So this, so this is like he's Alexa or Siri, right?
Okay.
Put into a doll. So he wasn't meant to be bad. But this is the little plot twist that I enjoyed. These kids and adults taught Chucky how to act like this. So Chucky would be sitting there. They'd be like, "Hey, Chucky, say, damn," and Chucky would be like, "Damn," and teach him how to curse. One kid was like, "Hey, stab this doll and say this is for Tupac." You know what I'm saying? And so he'll do it, or he'll see how Americans are acting. Like he'll see what they watching. If they're watching violent stuff, then he's like, okay, well maybe that's what I need to do to be accepted. You get what I'm saying? So they kind of snuck that in there.
That's kind of fresh, actually. If you think about it,
what are we teaching our kids?
Right.
Because if they grow up to be bad people or whatever, that's what we taught them. That's what they're watching. They're emulating us. They're looking at us. You know what I'm saying? And then we create these monsters, and now we shun these monsters, but we really created them. You get it?
I got you. I'm with
so
you.
I really
that's
like
kind of
that
dope, actually.
Undertone. Yeah, of it's a little spin on Chucky. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I gave it a 4 out of 5. Did I get what I bought? I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 just because that story, the little undertone of the message, I really enjoyed that. Obviously, some of the, you know, scary scenes were predictable. You know, it's kind of like, all right, here we go. You know, we finna jump out or do some crazy stuff or be behind the refrigerator, you know, so.
Right.
And then is it a must see? I say 3 out of 5, just because I think to get the whole story of, you know, obviously if you like the Chucky franchise, if we, you know, we grew up on Chucky, so I was excited to see it, and then that little story twist was good. So all in all, gave it 3 out of 5 cornbread slices, man. So that's my cornbread review.
So I had no idea about this. My wife is huge into Chucky, and like super huge into it. Okay, so one shout out to her. She does hair and makeup. So she did Jennifer Tilly's hair, I believe. She did her hair, I believe.
That's what's up.
And what I learned from her experience talking to Jennifer, the Chucky is a cult movie.
Yeah,
it's people are going to see it no matter what.
Yeah, people got tattoos of Chucky. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so
yeah, you're right.
I didn't know that. You know what I mean? I was just like, Chucky really wasn't all that to me. I was bigger on other, you know, scary movies, but
like Candyman or something like that.
Yeah, like I was bigger into more stuff like that. I mean, there are several movies I could name, but I didn't realize that Chucky had such a big, huge following like they do. Mm-hmm. So the fact that they're able to still come out with this, even on a minimal budget, and make it work, is pretty dope. I would give them that.
Yeah, I think they did it right. It was a remake, but it wasn't. They gave them their little twist on it, so that was pretty good. A lot of trailers came out, man. So to the listeners out there, YouTube or Google, I'm about to list a couple trailers that I think these movies are gonna be dope in the future, man. So Queen and Slim is kind of like a black Bonnie and Clyde a little bit.
Right.
It's I don't want to give it away. Just watch the trailer. It's about 2 minutes long. Queen and Slim. If you didn't know, my 007 people out there, man, they filming right now for the next 007.
Hey.
And they filming in Jamaica too. So you know it's gonna be some guaguans. There's gonna be some tea.
So
in this movie.
Idris Elba?
No, not Idris. Hopefully, what's his name? Craig.
He hot right now. Because he was supposed to play 00, right?
Yeah, you know, he too busy with Hobbs and Shaw, bro.
So he couldn't do that. But originally it was supposed to be him.
Right. He was supposed to pass the torch. So hopefully, I think Daniel Craig said this is his last one. I think that's his name. He said this might be his last one. So they filming in Jamaica right now. Jumanji 3, the trailer just dropped for that. You know, The Rock and Kevin Hart's in this one, like they in the second one. And then they're filming Fast and Furious 9 now.
I saw that. Jesus.
Yeah.
That's
Unlimited.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I ain't seen the Fast and Furious since like Bow Wow, bro. Like once they put
Since
Bow
Bow
Wow,
Wow.
I'm so serious. Once they put Bow Wow in it,
Tokyo Drift.
I was,
Tokyo
I,
Drift.
I was, you know, I'm done with this, man. Like, but that's another cult like, you know what I'm saying, movie. Like people are gonna go and see it. I'm like, bro,
man.
how many cities are y'all gonna destroy?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I forgot where they at in this one.
Man.
But yeah, they out the country.
But they working on it now. Is The Rock and Tyrese gonna hug this thing out, bro?
And Vin Diesel, I doubt it. I think that's why he did the Hobbs and Shaw, which is coming out, I think, in August.
He fresh out, huh?
Yeah, he fresh out. He making money without them, bro. You don't need them. He's Kevin Durant, bro.
Oh,
you don't need them.
Any other trailers?
No, that's the 4 trailers that I saw. I'm sure there's some more out there, but you know, I'll make sure that you guys are aware. Look them up. I don't know if you've been following, man, but the U.S. women, man, the World Cup, they are cooking right now, man.
Absolutely. And shout out to I knew I was gonna do this. I knew I should have wrote it down. What is my homegirl name? They asked her if she wanted to visit the White House.
I don't know.
They asked her if she wanted to visit the White House. She said, "Hell no."
Who? She's the main character.
I think she one of the main people, bro. She said, "Hell no."
Alex Morgan.
I think I'll have to look it up and get back to you guys on that one. I know. It was funny.
But the semifinals, they in the Final Four, man. They face England. So they play them February 2nd at 3 p.m. Eastern time. So they face England, man. They beat France 2-1, and France was the hosting country. So if they win Tuesday, July 2nd, which is the Final Four, then they play in the championship. It's going to be Sunday, I think 11 a.m. Eastern. Obviously check your local listings. Don't quote me on that, but I think Sunday, if they play in the championship, it's like in the morning, so we defend the champs too, man. So vote for your USA.
Shout out to them. And the World Cup is dope, man. I've been following. This is probably the first time, in all honesty, that I actually been like turned my alerts on and all that, just to see what's going on. The lady's name said it was Megan. I'm not gonna be able to pronounce her last name. I'm not even gonna try. Rapinoe. Not gonna try. She's the co-champion, co-captain though, and
yeah, she's a beast too.
She said, hell no, she ain't gonna. Her exact words was, "I'm not going to the fucking White House."
Yeah, I love it.
I just love people who got their own opinions about stuff and is able to say, "Hey, no, I'm not going." She didn't say we not going. She said, "I'm not going."
And bro, I don't know why y'all still sleep on these women's soccer, bro. They are balling. The U.S. women's soccer home jersey is now the #1 soccer jersey, men or women, sold on Nike in one season.
Really?
They are cooking right now, bro.
Man. Salute.
Hop on that train. Like I said, support your country, man.
Let me give a shout out right now to my son. He made the All-Star baseball team.
Okay.
So,
congrats, man.
Yeah, so it's huge right now. They got a game on the 10th. Where they're playing a team from, I believe, Springfield. And if they win that game, they'll have another game against another team that's coming from, I can't remember all these different places because they're doing the All-Star game next week early. And then they got that game on the 10th. And then if they win that one, they got a chance at state. And then if they were to win state, then it's the Little League World Series stuff that starts. So, they have a really good team, and I'm pulling for them. I'm hoping that they can pull this off, man. But I was just so proud of him that he made the All-Star team. And
let him eat, man. Congrats, bro.
Yeah, man. It's definitely good, man. And also, I want to say rest in peace to Major League Baseball pitcher Tyler, I believe you pronounce his name, Skaggs. He passed away today, and they actually canceled the game today for the Angels. He's their pitcher. 27 years old, man.
That's very young. And we had,
yeah. Go ahead.
You go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that they found him dead today in his home. So they canceled tonight's game. We still don't know what's going on. But I want to just say rest in peace to him, man. 27 years old. People are going earlier and earlier, man.
And don't we have a rest in peace?
Absolutely. Shamir Riddle, we went to school with her.
Man, rest in peace, man.
And they just had her funeral this past weekend. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to go, but rest in peace to her and
condolences to the family.
Absolutely, man. To deal with something like that with a child of yours, I could not imagine that, man, going through that.
She had a brain tumor or something like that?
From what I understand, she had a brain tumor. They went for the surgery, and unfortunately it didn't go well. So,
man. Check up on your people, man. Check up on your people, bro.
I always say that, man.
You never know what they're going through.
You never know what they're going through. It's the A Squared podcast. Make sure that you guys please subscribe to the podcast if you have not already. Do that, and also turn those alerts on. It's so much stuff going on, man. What else you got for me?
Well, I definitely want to give a shout out to my son too, man, because I'm about to cook him in this Smash Brothers whenever we leave, bro. Believe that. That's a fact.
The Smash Brothers, bro?
Pikachu all day.
Pikachu?
So I just want to give a shout out to him because, he about to get out of here, bro.
That's what's up, bro. Well, look, the one of the other things I just want to talk about just real quick, when it comes to sports, free agency, all this stuff, I want to say that I loved an interview that I just watched, and I was with Andre Iguodala.
Mm-hmm.
And he was on the Breakfast Club, and I watched that video, and he said a lot of really interesting things, that people don't really necessarily understand. Players got lives too, man, and we really be on these players about, oh, you soft because you didn't play here, or you soft because you ain't fight through that injury, and all that stuff. And I'm not going to say that people think that the players don't hear it, but I'm going to say your words affect people, man. And I know that the news media outlets are supposed to talk about these players, but when you think that a player don't hear things, they do. That's number one. And when he was talking about Kevin Durant heard it from the media. He heard it from also, I'm sure from friends and family. And he also heard it from his teammates asking, yo, when you coming back? When you coming back? When you coming back? Maybe he shouldn't have been out there on the court, man. And unfortunately, when you do try to play through things like that, these are the injuries that could happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the added pressure of, bro, your family, your team is losing.
Absolutely.
So it's not like he came back and they was up 3-1. You know what I'm saying? They was down 2-1. Then 2, you know what I'm saying? What they tied 2-2 or down 3-1, So he feel that pressure of, man, I'm a competitor, man. If I know I'm the best in the world and they can't do nothing when I'm out there, I want to get healthy so I can help out my teammate, man.
Absolutely. So
and that start creeping in your head too.
So I want to give a shout out to Andre Iguodala, who's actually from this area. He's from Springfield.
Yeah. Shout out. I remember seeing him when he was in high school, man. He was a baller.
Yeah, so shout out to him. I definitely enjoy when people have in-depth interviews and also they're able to release some of the things in the insides, you know what I'm saying, of things that happen in whether it be sports or whether it be in business, whatever it is. So I want to give a shout out to him for disclosing that information because it definitely helped me look at things a little bit different from the outside. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely want to give a shout out to him for that. Just me thinking about those things, words and things that can affect players and just people in general.
It's always get a second opinion, man, because it's a conflict of interest. If you go into any doctor that your job, you know what I'm saying, prescribes, then no, go get your own independent doctor.
Absolutely.
They don't have their what is it, Hippocratic oath is to you. You know what I'm saying? It's not underlined with, hey, I'm being paid by this team, but my best interest is for you. No,
because their job, the job of the team, trainers, doctors, to get you ready to play. Is to get you to pass whatever they got to do to get back on the court.
Especially if you're losing.
God, especially if you're losing. So, shout out to him for that. That interview was a amazing, great interview, man. So, again, it's the A Square Podcast. Please subscribe. We'll be right back with you guys. If anything goes down, you can expect the review. Subscribe to us on all platforms. Tony, you got anything else, brother?
Yeah, man. Be safe. 4th of July week. Be safe out there. If y'all traveling, y'all got family members coming in. Y'all gonna be on the beach. You know what I'm saying? Stay away from jellyfishes. I know firsthand, baby. They out there.
We'll tell that story on the reminiscence.
Yeah, we'll tell that story later. But yeah, just be safe. Be out there. If you're gonna get drunk, make sure you got the right Uber. Make sure your friends. You got a DD, somebody out there for you.
And don't blow your hand off, Pierre Paul. Don't.
Oh my. Bro.
Don't blow your hand off setting a firework off, man.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? Get a long lighter, man. Why are you using a baby lighter to light? That's neither here nor there. I mean, be careful with your fireworks. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. You have a good 4th of July too, man.
Absolutely. Same to you. Yeah, if anything happens, as soon as we find out Kawhi's on the way, the review is coming, baby.
We'll see. I'm gonna be sipping some tea, man. We'll see how it goes.
Absolutely. Until next time, it's the A Square Podcast. Y'all keep it locked.